in the top 10 in total yards. The Jets are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Dolphins defense that will need to be at the top of its game. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And his first pass is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
On the left side, this is Stills. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets take possession. Throwing, Hundley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now Hundley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating 1st downs and moving the ball downfield.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out come the Dolphins now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
You better do that shit on your time. You gotta don't try to do it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
You're gonna mess something up.
They come up in an offset eye. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw is Tannehill. And got his tight end, Duarte. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They give it off here to the tight end. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Third down now following the run. They come out here in the eye. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Not only was that a 3 and out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
They're like you could be doing it right.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Smell like you could be doing it right.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Put my receiver out. I ain't got no speed on the field no more. My only speed receiver. Oh man, dude, I don't know what to do. I'm going down right now. Just sit up.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, I stopped the fullback on the fullback dive. Oh man, I'll be tackling. Please.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Go to stop the run first. Then the pass.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he finds Stills complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm on it. I'm on it. That's a nice play, man.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's 1st down, Miami.
Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And he's got his
you
man
gotta
on the
put your
crossing
hand.
route. That's Landry.
Oh,
and he gets us
ball
all
still
the
don't get
way
knocked out,
down
man. Come on,
inside
man.
the
It's not like
15.
that. Fix that
23
with
yards
Madden.
on the play.
Oh, put
Brandon,
your
so many
hands
times
up.
we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, a run with Townsend. And they'll be
Hit the home, baby. Why you hit the home with me?
It's a loss
Gotta
of
go
2,
head up.
now
What you
3rd
home with
down.
me?
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On now the Miami field goal unit.
And
this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Take this ball down the field. What you mean you gotta cover it? Cover it back up. Punch holes in it so it don't dry out. That's how your meat always dry up. Yeah.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Okay.
Throwing, Hundley. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But I had
Sure,
to.
that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to
sack
get a
me.
big one downfield. But that's
throw it.
okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Free smoke. Hey.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Well, goddamn, nobody blocks for you, boy.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Come on,
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now Hundley.
Holy God, damn it, man, I got the worst quarterback.
But no second guessing the
20,
call
30
here. It was a
yards
third and long,
overthrow?
so throwing the football
Nobody else
is
quarterback does
probably
that.
a smart play to try and pick it up, but they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
I'm just playing this play. I won't even dare try to go and get the play on football.
That's taken it around the 40. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket.
You get not out of that. You get not out of that. Ooh, shell.
Now here's a timeout.
Called the shell shot. That's what that means,
Called
called
by
the
the
shell
Jets.
shot.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. A strong running.
Oh, my
Cuts
goodness.
back. And look out. I think he's going to go. And they do finally get
How'd I
him.
miss him?
But he makes it all the way to the 6. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And now a first down following that long gain. They hand off to their big tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He's got it.
Oh, wow. What the fuck?
Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
So 2nd and 10 here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They go to Michael again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Good block down the field, my boy.
So we're right back where we started, all even the kicks away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Lay your shit down.
Across the 20 before he's brought
Good hit,
down
Pryor.
at about the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's Christian Michael, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. Backing up. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8.
Yeah,
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on third down.
come on, you gotta hold the ball, my niggas. Damn. Hey, you got blasted, but still, man.
Dolphins shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Pat McAfee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30.
Go to sleep. Fine. I want you to level this nigga.
Will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back on offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Ain't having it, boy.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill.
Oh, how he throw that? How could he possibly throw that? That should be a sack or a fumble. No way a ball spurts out right there.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry.
These niggas hold on to everything, bro. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Man, that's the only difference, that your guys hold on to everything.
10 now for the offensive group. They send Stills in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
We believe him or me.
Play action, Tannehill.
We believe him or me.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out.
Oh, you just got to brown the flower.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
I told you.
As they head to the field now,
brown the flower.
Game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it
like burning it,
letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a give. It's Michael. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for them.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Hundley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Hundley.
Come on, God, this nigga. Oh my goodness, these niggas keep dropping the ball, man.
Here's Pat McAfee now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 33. So possession.
That's the only difference in the game.
On the punt, and the Dolphins offense
They
now
don't
ready to
catch
go
it.
back
No,
out
I
on the
can't catch
field.
it.
And following the interception, we'll see what they
Damn,
can put together on
they
this
keep
drive.
not catching.
Here,
It's
my
the
old college
quarterback.
coach right now, he always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun.
They don't run it. I know you wait to see 3 line down, 3 down linemen. That don't mean nothing.
They're now left with
Don't
3rd
mean
and
nothing,
6.
baby.
Back now here on EA Sports. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Flag 38. Flag 38. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. 1-9.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a New York 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
run. This is Michael. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield, just shy of the 40.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Let's round! Come on, let's go!
Play clock winding down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run again here with Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Let's go!
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just 4 yards on the pickup, and that's good enough to extend the drive.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Oh, get out of here. How the fuck are you kicking me behind him?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Thompson.
Come on, man.
Yardage here.
Tell me how I miss it.
Back at the 28. It's a loss of 2.
Yeah, I'm back here, baby. Here I
How
come.
about the defensive linemen? That's where a good run defense begins, with the guys up front. When they hold the line, hold the point of attack, that allows everyone else to get there and make tackles.
Tannehill.
And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
On the carry, Michael. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he bats it away, and it falls down
What?
incomplete.
Oh,
Eric
my
Dicker
goodness.
was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air, and that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. On the ground, it's Michael. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good.
Good game.
And the Jets are going to win the football game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long.